by the way, spicy, salty.
Yeah.
The Logano and Kyle Busch comments. I guess, Kyle's calling him two-faced. Joey's saying, yeah, no shit, I'm two-faced. I admit it.
Joey owned it. It made me, if I'm a fan of Joey's, that makes me like Joey even more.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Joey's being honest and saying, yeah, I am two-faced, and here's how I do it. On the racetrack,
Yep.
I don't search out friends. My biggest thing, he says, is I'd rather be an asshole on the track than off the track.
Right.
That's an honest way to be. And I think what we're seeing here is a clash of personalities, because what Joey kind of, I don't know if he was insinuating or he was flat out saying that, well, Kyle, you might be a nice guy on the track and you don't wreck people, but you're off the track. Is that what you gathered from
I didn't
it?
pick that up at all, but that's interesting. I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've been teammates with both of these guys. I can't really speak to their personal lives that much. I do interact with both of them on and off the track. I think that you're seeing a clash of personalities, because I would say this. Joey admittedly says that, yeah, I am that on the racetrack. I'm that guy. I would agree with that. And I also would agree with the fact that Kyle is not that guy on the track. I think he is one of the most fair racers I've raced against. I mean, it's interesting because he kind of puts himself as the black hat kind of guy, but he's not really on the racetrack. He really isn't. I think he's very fair. He races people hard, but super fair. Joey, probably less fair at times, more selfish, which that's fine. That works for him. And then, so they're clashing right then on the track. And off the track, I would somewhat agree that they are different there as well. I think that I'm not going to go Kyle Busch is a complete full-blown, but I'll say that he's abrasive. He's a little different in that aspect than Joey. You see Joey, he does a lot of good deeds outside the racetrack. I don't know if he's just trying to, get that karma back, but they're clashing. They're clashing. And I get it, because I feel as though me and Joey's style clashed over the years because of that. Same kind of way. I felt like I've been fair for the most part, and he's less, and so that clashes on the track. That's what makes for rivalries. That's what makes for good competition. So not saying one is right or wrong. But yeah, it was interesting. They definitely got personal in their post-race.
So how do you interact? Like, Kyle was mad that Joey told him good luck before the race, right? So you always have this
I saw that.
You always have this bullpen area before driver intros where all the drivers are chatting it up and they all look like they're best buds, right? Like, how are you handling that area with your rivals, right? Do you think it's okay to go up to whoever and be like, good luck, and then you race them like a dirtbag on the racetrack?
Yeah, I think me and Logano do that. Honestly, I talk to Logano as regular as anybody off the racetrack. But I know that as soon as they throw the green, and there's been many times that I'll speak with him about racing or safety or something with the drivers' council before the race. But I'm not making believe that, like, we're best friends now. I know on the racetrack we're going to race cutthroat. That's just the way that we are. I mean, that's just the way our rivalry has always been.
So you don't take, if a guy wrecks you, you don't take that personally off the racetrack?
I do not.
Okay, well, clearly Kyle does. That's what
does.
I got out of that.
I believe that Kyle is kind of a conspiracy theorist in the sense of, like, he thinks everyone's out to get him. That's not true, obviously. But I think he's just always had that chip of, like, it's him against the world. And I don't believe it. I don't know if that's what he needs to fire himself up, but certainly I think that that's his mentality.
Are there any other guys, though, that are kind of like Joey in that sense, that they're very nice off the racetrack, but then when they get on it, they're the opposite.
The driver of the one.
The driver of the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't say names.